With winter right around the corner, people will be spending more time inside cooking and using things to heat up their homes. And all of that increases the risk of starting a fire. In fact, the Red Cross says they respond to 27% more home fires in the winter than they do in the warmer seasons. That's why it's important to take some steps now to avoid potential fires in the future. So for more on that, Heidi Ruster with the Red Cross is joining me here this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So I guess first off, why is it so important that people start thinking about this now?
Well, we're inside more, right? So the risk is higher, and we're using more heating elements and items that may cause fire. So it's super important that we remember that. And it's a great time of year. We're turning our clocks back. Great time to test our fire preparedness and activity accordingly with our family and our businesses.
Absolutely. And so for people at home who are wondering, what things can I do now to get prepared? What should they do?
Sure. So install smoke alarm. First thing, always make sure there's smoke alarm on each level of your home, in each bedroom, outside of each bedroom. And then test your smoke alarm. You may need to change batteries. The alarms last 10 years, and it's good to check that and make sure you replace them if necessary. And then have a plan. Have a plan with your family. Know what your escape plan is, so have 2 exits out of the home. And make sure you know where the family's going to meet if a fire occurs, and you only have 2 minutes to get out of the house.
Wow, okay.
So it's super important that this is practiced, and that everybody in the family understands what to do.
Yeah, 2 minutes is not a long time, especially when you're under pressure like that. So they need to have 2 exits in their home, and then also should they have a place outside of their home that would be a meetup spot if worse comes to worse, a fire did break out?
Exactly. There's a tree outside or a special place that is away from the home where they'd be safe, that everybody knows where to meet, because too many times everybody disperses, and especially little ones, you want to keep them together.
Absolutely. So as far as heaters go, I know a lot of people, want to heat up their homes because it gets cold. What advice do you have for them?
So first of all, small heaters, make sure it is one of those that if it falls over, it turns off by itself.
Okay.
That's preferable. And then make sure it's on a very flat surface. Carpet isn't recommended if you can put it on a really flat surface. 3 feet away from anything that may be flammable and from people. So that is extremely important.
Okay.
You don't want it near curtains or anything like that.
That's a good tip. So is there a specific type of heater, or they're all okay as long as you do those things?
Yeah, they're okay, especially if it falls, if it turns off automatically. That's the most important thing to consider. And just make sure you're 3 feet away from that heater and you turn it off when you leave a room.
Always.
Always.
Is there anything else that people should think about and do now just to prevent those fires from happening later on?
Sure. So, talk to your family. Talk to your family of what that escape plan would be. What are those things that you can do to be safer? Many of the fires start in the kitchen. So what can one do in the kitchen to be safer, right? To never leave something cooking on the oven. And just think about those pieces for everyone in the family to be as safe as possible.
Absolutely. Well, where can people go to get more information on this?
So redcross.org.
Okay.
And there's a lot of information about home fires and what one can do, and then our free resources to help people accordingly.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for your time, Heidi. And we'll have a link to that on our website at abc4.com/GMU.